Today I would like to invite you to listen to the Dhammapada of the Buddha Shakyamuni, the 84th verse from the Buddhist scriptures on the YouTube channel TN Thai in the USA. Neither for the sake of oneself nor for the sake of another does a wise person do any wrong. He should not desire son, wealth, or kingdom by doing wrong. By unjust means he should not seek his own success. An enduring peace. The heart of this teaching is the renunciation of selfish ambition and the recognition that success gained through unjust means is not true success. Virtue, wisdom, and righteousness emerge only when one's actions are harmonious with Dhamma, free from desire, greed, and ill will. The mind that acts rightly does not pursue wealth, power, or status through unethical means. It does not exploit, deceive, or harm others for personal advantage. Such restraint is not born of fear, but of insight into the nature of karma, the impermanent and conditioned nature of all phenomena, and the ethical consequences of action. By living virtuously, the wise cultivate harmony within themselves and with others. The heart becomes serene, the mind clear, and the spirit free from the burdens of guilt, fear, or attachment. The wise understand that the truest success is not measured by wealth, family, or power, but by the purity of action. Dhamma, guided by ethical conduct, wisdom, and compassion. The wise do not act out of fear or attachment, nor do they pursue gain at the expense of others. They cultivate a mind free from selfish, superficial display of morality, but a profound alignment of thought, speech, and action with the truth. Righteousness emerges naturally when the heart is guided by wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness. Such a mind does not waver in the face of temptation, challenge, or ambition. It acts consistently with ethical principles, creating harmony, clarity, and enduring peace. An act with wisdom and compassion. The desire for success, recognition, or wealth can tempt the mind toward unwholesome actions. By observing these impulses with mindfulness, reflecting on the impermanent and conditioned nature of all phenomena, and practicing ethical restraint, the mind strengthens its ability to act righteously. In this way, virtue, wisdom, and righteousness grow. He should not desire son, wealth, or kingdom by doing wrong. By unjust means he should not seek his own success. Then only such a one is indeed virtuous, wise, and righteous. Dear listeners, the Buddha's teaching reminds us that the root of ethical conduct is the cultivation of a mind that does no harm. The wise recognize that any action driven by selfish desire, fear, or ill will, unjust means, the practitioner cultivates integrity, clarity, and serenity. Wealth, status, and family are impermanent and conditional. They cannot provide lasting happiness if obtained through. The wise observe the impermanent and conditioned nature of all phenomena, understanding that actions have consequences that extend beyond immediate appearances. By practicing restraint, mindfulness, and ethical conduct, the mind becomes steady, calm, and clear. Wisdom arises when action is guided by insight rather than desire, and virtue is expressed when behavior aligns with ethical principles. And compassion, the story of Anathapindika, the great lay disciple, illustrates this teaching. Anathapindika was wealthy and influential, yet he cultivated virtue by giving generously. The wise person, whether lay or monastic, follows the path of righteousness, cultivating insight, compassion, and integrity in every action. By avoiding wrongdoing for oneself and for others. Through consistent practice, the mind matures in wisdom, compassion, and discernment, becoming a stable foundation for ethical action and skillful engagement with the world. Daily practice of these teachings allows one to navigate life with insight and integrity. Every choice, whether in speech, action, or thought, is an opportunity to cultivate virtue, refrain from wrongdoing, and clarity. Ethical conduct, meditation, and compassionate engagement strengthen the mind, allowing the wise to act consistently with Dhamma, free from attachment, desire, and ill will. Success. Then only such a one is indeed virtuous, wise, and righteous. Dear listeners, the 84th verse reminds us that true virtue, wisdom, and righteousness arise from ethical living, serenity, and moral integrity. They do not seek personal gain through unjust means. Their success is measured not by external possessions or recognition, but by the purity of mind, the clarity of perception, and the depth of compassion. Virtue and wisdom are cultivated through consistent practice, reflection, meditation, and ethical conduct, becoming the foundation of a life aligned with choice and circumstance is an opportunity to practice ethical restraint, act with compassion, and refrain from harming others for personal gain. The desire for wealth, recognition, for virtue, wisdom, and righteous action. In this way, we embody the Buddha's teaching, living with integrity, clarity, and compassion, neither for the sake of oneself nor for the sake of another. Does a wise person do any wrong? He should not desire son, wealth, or kingdom by doing wrong. By unjust means he should not seek his own success. Then only such a one is indeed virtuous, wise, and righteous. Dear listeners, let us reflect deeply on the meaning of ethical integrity, right action, and the renunciation of selfish ambition. The Buddha teaches that the mind guided by the benefit of another. By doing so, the heart becomes serene, the mind clear, and the spirit free from guilt, fear, and agitation. Ethical conduct is the foundation of wisdom and virtue. Bring clarity, peace, and harmony. The wise observe the impermanent and conditioned nature of all phenomena, understanding that true success lies not in material possessions or social status, but in difficult circumstances. The story of Venerable Sariputta offers a profound illustration of this teaching. Sariputta, known for his wisdom and moral clarity, always acted without selfish intent, avoiding actions that might harm himself or others. Even when opportunities for personal advantage arose, he chose to act ethically, guided by mindfulness and compassion. His life exemplifies that. Reflection reveals the impermanent and conditioned nature of worldly success, highlighting the importance of aligning actions with ethical principles. The wise understand that virtue is not in mindfulness and ethical discernment. When opportunities for gain or recognition arise, the wise reflect on whether the action aligns with Dhamma, whether it avoids harm to self or others, and whether it cultivates virtue, wisdom, and compassion. By acting with ethical restraint, clarity, and compassion, the mind becomes stable, serene, and free from agitation. In this way, external accumulation, but by the cultivation of the heart and mind. Wealth, family, or kingdom cannot provide lasting peace if obtained through unjust means. Virtue, wisdom, and righteousness are experiences of freedom and serenity that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Such a mind is a source of guidance, compassion, and stability for all beings. Let us cultivate this path in daily life. By acting without selfish intent, refraining from wrongdoing, and aligning our deeds with ethical principles, we nurture virtue, wisdom, and righteousness. By observing desires for gain, family, or status without attachment, the mind remains clear and serene. By practicing meditation, mindfulness, and reflection, we strengthen our capacity for ethical discernment and compassionate in all beings. Closure. Dear listeners, may we all cultivate the wisdom of the 84th verse. Let us refrain from wrongdoing, whether for our own gain or on behalf of others. Indeed, nurturing peace, clarity, and compassion in the world. Thank you for watching my video. Namalamat Ba. I wish to bring this merit towards all disciples and sentient beings, all of whom will attain Buddhahood. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.